Hooray for Hollywood! Hello there, I am Stan the Movie Man, and this is my weekly movie review. This week I went to see It Follows. It is a horror movie that stars absolutely no one you've ever heard of. But anyway, the cast includes Micah Moore, Keir Gilchrist, Daniel Zovatto, Jake Weary, Olivia Luccardi, and Lily Sepp. Now, it is the story of a young girl named Jay, played by Micah Moore, or Micah Moore, not quite sure, who goes out on a date with a guy named Hugh, played by Jeff Weary. Hugh and Jay have sex in his car, and then he knocks her out with chloroform. She wakes up tied to a wheelchair in what looks like the abandoned parking garage of an abandoned building. That's when he tells her of the curse that he has passed along to her. A demon attaches itself to the people who have sex with someone who's infected with this demon curse thing. And it will take the shape of someone you know, or perhaps a complete stranger. It may be clothed, it may be naked, and it walks up to you. It follows you wherever you go. It never runs. It doesn't fly, apparently. It only walks. And by having sex with someone who's infected, it attaches itself to you. And the only way you can get rid of it is to have sex with someone else. Jay, and it tries to convince her friends and family of what's going on, and they are somewhat skeptical until they see some weird things happening, and then they get on board and do what they can to help her. I'd heard a lot about this movie, and had heard that it was very scary. That it is not. It has some scares to it, and it's pretty good at building tension with its somewhat overbearing soundtrack. But it doesn't have nearly the number of scares of, say, the first Paranormal Activity or the first Insidious or anything like that. And it looks really, really cheap. And I'm sure it was very cheap to make. There's very little in the way of special effects. There's, they used lots of old and abandoned locations for shooting. And the synthesizer soundtrack, as I said, is somewhat overbearing. It's too loud. At least it was in the theater where I was watching it. And the camera work is somewhat annoying as well, as the camera will make these 360-degree pans, usually to show you the progress of the demon walking towards Jay, wherever she happens to be, showing you her, the demon, the normality around everything going on, Jay again, the demon, and sometimes these pans are really quick, and it actually sort of made me want to puke. And just the fact that they're annoying. So, it's an okay movie. It's not the scare fest that I had hoped it would be. And you probably can wait for it on video on demand or DVD if you choose to. I'm giving it 3 stars. Go to StanTheMovieMan.com to read my complete review. You can also follow me on Twitter @MovieManStan, and if you need to send me an email, feel free. StanTheMovieMan @Comcast.net. Till next time, toodles!